Hello, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. Michael Venom Page. Somewhat of a dominant performance against Jared Cannonier. The guy talks about the 170-pound move. How does this guy even make 170? I don't know, but he actually does, obviously. Is it wise for Michael Venom Page to go back down to 170 to try to get a run at that title? That's what I'm here to talk about. Before you get started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Michael Venom Page still expresses interest in fighting at 170, even though he looks like a force to be reckoned with at 185. Just beating one of 185 pounds most iconic fighters, I want to say, of this current generation. Jared Cannonier, the guy that's fought in multiple divisions, obviously, but in middleweight, he's a force to be reckoned with, obviously coming off a win prior to the Michael Venom Page fight. Jared Cannonier, that is. Michael Venom Page talks about going back down to 170 after, beating Jared Cannonier, but he's not necessarily opposed to fighting at 185 again, if it makes sense. It's always confusing to me when fighters sway back and forth between two divisions, just because, you want to have the streak going in one division. That way you're on a clear path towards a title. Just because if you're, going back and forth between two divisions, and you're 38 years old for Michael Venom Page, it just kind of seems like you're starting off from zero, I want to say, every time you do that. Just because it's difficult to challenge for a title when your wins are not racked up in the same division. It's just very difficult for me to imagine who does Michael Venom Page face next. Is Shavkat Rakhmonov perhaps, the guy that just underwent surgery apparently for an undisclosed reason? Who does it make sense for Michael Venom Page to fight at 170? Maybe Bilal Muhammad to determine the number one contender for the title. That's also possible. But I think that it's better for Michael Venom Page to focus on one division, just because it's going to be, I think, more difficult to get to a title when you're just jumping back and forth between two divisions. But obviously the guy expresses interest in fighting at 170. He can make the weight, and he can definitely beat guys down there, excluding Ian Gary, obviously. But will Michael Venom Page's next fight be at 170? That's very interesting for me to see. If you made it this far, appreciate it for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more.